What is the biggest cost and biggest concern in your financial plan's future? Today, we're talking about HSA, health savings accounts, as it will become what and how you address that number one cost and the number one liability for your financial plan. In 2023, $4.5 trillion, $4.5 trillion were spent on healthcare costs. That's almost $14,000 per person per year. Why is this such an important topic for your plan today, even if you are young and healthy? Is because the number one reason for bankruptcies in the United States, at least according to the American Journal of Public Health, is medical expenses. As you look at why people are going bankrupt, it is because they do not have a plan or a process for handling medical costs. 66%, two out of every three times somebody files for bankruptcy, it is due to medical expenses. Right now in the United States, 3 million people owe over $10,000 in medical debt. This is where and why we enter a money vehicle that can help you today prepare for those costs and avoid those mistakes, the HSA plan. You will need a high deductible plan to enter into an HSA. High deductible plan, meaning you are going to have more out of pocket expenses in the event you use the policy. This high deductible plan can come through your employer or it can come through the marketplace if you're getting your health insurance on your own. As you review, can I handle a high deductible plan? More money will come out of my pocket if I have a event to use the policy, but also take into consideration a higher deductible will also mean less in the monthly premium per payments. Premium, the cost to own the policy; deductible, the cost to use the policy. If you have a higher deductible, the premium will be lower. As you look at the average cost is about $470, $500 per month, or about $6,000 per year. When you start to add this up, yes, over 10 years, that's $60,000. Over 20 years, that's $120,000 in health insurance premium costs. But remember, all you need is one catastrophic, one major event, and then this policy will pay for itself 10 times over. So, review your plan and see if a high deductible plan can save you on premiums in the short run. When you feel like you are young and healthy and you're not going to use your policy as much as some others, then you are not even going to use the deductible, the high deductible, because you only use a deductible when you use your plan. So I'm young, healthy, I can save on premiums in the short term, and I can prepare and build a plan for my future. As you look at it, you need to look at this high deductible plan and ask that question: are my doctors that I want to go see in network, or are they out of this high deductible plan's network? We all know that doctors outside of your network are always going to cost more, and that is the same in an HSA plan's coverage. If you look at that out of that network, you got to be able to see, does it out cost the idea that I'm going to save on premiums in the short run? Are those doctors I need to and want to go see worth that little extra cost, even though they are out of network? If you are looking at more reasons to use an HSA, the two largest ones and the ones that we want to talk about today are going to be the tax benefits and the investment opportunity. I have to pause on the tax benefit side. The HSA account is known as the triple tax benefit. We look at tax advantage accounts, making our money vehicle more hybrid, more efficient, and we understand the tax nature. Well, in a 401k, I don't pay taxes today, I pay it down the road. In a Roth IRA, I pay taxes today, but I don't pay it again. As you look at an HSA, a health savings account, you are first going to get a tax deduction this year, decreasing your taxable income with that tax deduction. You get to defer any capital gains, any taxes within the account while it is invested. And then the most important and why it is the triple tax wow is because you can use these dollars tax free, even with the investment gains, tax free for medical care and medical cost. Can you imagine getting a tax deduction today, letting your dollars grow tax deferred, and then using them tax free? That is the benefit of this HSA account. Now, the dollars in your account can also be invested. So, as you look at all the tax benefits, you also need to take into consideration the investment advantage. With any investment, you need to measure your time horizon and your risk tolerance that you want to take on. But if you see these dollars in the HSAs covering costs far into the future, these are for when I am older and have higher medical costs, then you can create dollars in this account by investing them tax free. As you look at investing, you should set an annual rebalancing date, as you would with any other investment account, to review these HSA dollars and how they are being invested. I know you're probably asking, well, I have a 401k. Can I also do an HSA? And the answer is absolutely. The process and how to measure which dollars go into which bucket would always be getting your free money first. Prioritize the employer match if you have a 401k matching process. Get the free money. But above that, now begin to measure if the benefits of an HSA will outweigh the benefits of a 401k. The advantage for an HSA, because there is no tax liability later down the road. You get the same pre-tax deduction as a 401k, but you do not pay the ordinary income tax that you will in a 401k account. Now, both 401ks and HSAs do have age restrictions. As you look at withdrawing, you must be at least age 65 to withdraw from an HSA. For anything outside of a medical medical expense, you will incur a fee. So if I'm under age 65 and it's a medical purpose, I can use my HSA tax free. If I'm trying to use it for something other than a medical purpose before age 65, I will get a penalty and a tax very similar to the 401k. But as you look at these dollars, even after you become 65, you can use HSA dollars for anything, including your retirement. So it kind of transitions into a neat account while understanding if I am over 65 and I'm using it for just my living needs, I'll then have to pay a income tax like a 401k account. So there is a tax liability if not used for healthcare and costs. When you look at limits, well, how much can I put into my HSA? If you're an individual in 2024, it's going to be $4,150. If you have a family account, it's going to double up to $8,300. If your company doesn't provide a high deductible plan, an HSA, or doesn't even allow the investment feature, you can go online and find these third party banks and brokerages to offer these kinds of benefits. Quick call out for tax purposes. You cannot itemize and use a health savings account for the same medical cost. I cannot add in the cost to an itemization and take that and then also pay for it with an HSA. I love the idea and it's creative, but you can't double dip on the tax deduction. Nice try though. So, as we are touching on taxes, you will get a Form 8889 if you contribute or even if your employer contributes, and you'll get a 1099 SA if you use the funds. Remember, the number one reason people go bankrupt and the number one cost in the future of your financial plan is healthcare. An HSA can help you reduce this risk and build your plan for success. As you look at today, begin to research if your employer or the marketplace has a high deductible plan that you are interested in, and ask yourself, can I handle the high deductible plan if an event occurs? Can I contribute $4,000 after my employer match in my 401k? How will I begin to invest? Well, I don't think I'm going to use these dollars quickly. I have a long term horizon, so I'm comfortable taking on more risk. And can your health savings account be the next money vehicle you open for yourself and your financial future? Enjoy the day.